First of all, I'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors. Mitsubishi Power Systems has generously sponsored today's keynote speaker, of which is Jacques Shirazi coming in from San Diego to talk about some of the best practices going on in that area, in that region, of which is one of the premier clean tech type of economic environments going on here in the United States. Jim Williams was with us last time and did a wonderful job presenting Mitsubishi's clean tech initiatives, and that was very valuable. And Sean Waddles as well from Mitsubishi. Also, the Orlando EDC, they helped sponsor Jacques' trip as well, and we had a wonderful dinner last night with the EDC folks, and they'll be giving a tour for Jacques today as well to help him get the lay of the land here in Orlando so he can brag about what we do, because it's also pretty cool stuff. And then, let's see, Aquafiber, Tom Bland is right here. He's been a cheerleader of these events from the beginning, so we greatly appreciate their support as well. He does all things algae, so if any of you have an interest in algae and cellulosic, oils and all kinds of stuff like that, he's a fantastic resource for everybody in that domain to chat with. And then Orange TV, you can see the cameras here. All of us that are standing under the lights get to be on TV. It's a little disconcerting. They keep wanting to interview us, and I hate that part of it, but it's all good, I suppose. I was asked by these wonderful gentlemen if you, especially during the open forum session of today's event, if you have comments or questions or things you'd like to share, please walk up to the microphones that are standing over there, because otherwise you won't get to be on TV, and that would be a shame, because we are trying to collect all the content that's going on at these events so that we can collate that and integrate that in with all the efforts that are going on here. And of course, the forum that we're at right now is the Executive Development Center. That's part of the College of Business out at UCF, and they've graciously provided these facilities for us over the last few months. And with that, I want to just quickly go over the format for today. It's going to be a little different than what we've done in the past for those of you guys that have been at all the events. In the past, the last 3 events, we've been doing all the talking, and you've been doing most of the listening, but this time it's your turn. So John Lewis and George Rodon from Orange County are here, and they'll be chatting briefly about their, kind of the high-level, goals and objectives of this whole process that we're going through. And then Jacques Shirazi will be presenting and talking to us about the San Diego efforts, as I have already mentioned. And then the rest of the event will be an open forum. The folks over with Sean Snaith's group, the Institute for Competitiveness. Thank you. They are doing all kinds of market research and whatnot on this particular sector, and have come up with a whole list of best practices that are going on in various regions all over the country in the clean tech space, and have selected 10, not that those are the best or the worst of the 10, but the 10 that seem to potentially have a fit for our region, and going to introduce those to the group and then open the floor for each of the 10 for 5 minutes or so, just trying to garner some feedback as best we can in the short time that we have from all of you on, whether you think these are good or bad, or, some ways we could tweak it for our region. And then we will hand out some scorecards and survey forms for you as well to give us some written feedback as well. And let's see, I think, did I cover everything, John, that you'd like me to cover, and Orange County TV folks? All right, super. Okay, so with that, I would like to turn the floor over to George Rodon. George is currently serving as Mayor Crotty's Chief of Staff here in Orange County. And in this capacity, he's responsible for the operation of one of Central Florida's highest profile elected officials, which, of course, Richard Crotty. He's also responsible for the county's economic development initiatives, which is his function here today, as we're talking about, growing the clean tech sector is a strong economic development initiative of the mayor. So with that,